First piece this band played tonight, Sound the Bells. Wonderful sound, you know, just quality of all the players in the band. You could just tell it was just wonderful sound, ensemble playing, and a great opening piece. Individually, all the musicians, cornets, euphoniums, play with such quality and ensemble playing, just magnificent. Myfanwy, what a wonderful tune that is. Beautifully played by the Cory band. For me, it just lacked a little bit of soul. You know, varying the vibrato you would use, just a little bit more phrasing they could have done with. And I didn't think they played quiet enough. I know it's a big band and it's difficult for them to get to the quieter dynamics, but I know how well they play. I think they could have done that. They should have shown more dynamic range, getting more passionate and louder. I know it didn't say that in the score, but you've got to take over sometimes and be a musician and not a machine. The finale tonight, the Rachmaninoff, was extremely well played. Amazing techniques on the euphonium player and cornet, and throughout the band it was technically flawless. My problem is with these sort of pieces that are orchestral pieces, I would urge every brass band to at least listen or try and play it similar to an orchestral version. They don't seem to have the ability to play these pieces as an orchestra would. They just play it like a brass band does, and it's usually very fast and furious. There's no light or shade like there would be if you listen to an orchestra. Woodwinds, can a brass band play like a woodwind section? They very rarely do that. I would like them to stick their hand up, every one of the brass bands, and say, have I listened to this piece by at least 5 different orchestras, 5 different conductors, and then pick the one they would like to perform and try and imitate an orchestra. After all, that's what they're trying to do, but they don't seem to. For me, the Cory band is just a slick outfit. It is a wonderful group of musicians from Wales who go all over the world and play magnificently. They hardly ever split any notes. They're just a machine. But for me tonight, it was a disappointing, entertaining programme. There were bands played far more entertaining programmes, but didn't have the quality of the players within the band. So unfortunately, they didn't win this competition or come close to how Cory played. Maybe perform a more entertaining programme with a little bit more heart. It just lacked a little bit of subtlety, and it just didn't come across like other bands have in the competition, where they reach out to the audience and grab them and say, come on, we're trying to entertain you. It just sounded a little bit too distant.
This evening's concert was very difficult for the judges. And it was very difficult because there were 2 contrasting bands in that section. And one band was a free, off-the-wall joy of music, absolutely no boundaries, expressing yourself totally in any way you wanted, and within the construction of a written piece, so that the joy of music came through absolutely, totally, uninhibited. That was wonderful. And that band, which was the rugby club band, was really, really off the wall, as I said, but unusual, original, and full of fun. I didn't stop smiling all the way through. But the band that won it for me played with a precision unmatched in the competition, and they played with an attention to detail unmatched in the competition, and they played with a sound that was thrilling and unmatched in the competition. They played perfectly. They played brilliantly. But somehow the joy wasn't there for me. But it was so good, it won.
The band that took it from me tonight had exceptional players throughout the band, intonation, articulation, ensemble playing was second to none, and a worthy winner.
So the band that won tonight won because they had a fantastic precision in what they did. The security was beyond anything in this competition, and they had great dynamics, fantastic intonation, stability in notes. They did probably a better job than any brass orchestra I know on this planet playing what's on the paper. And if there was anything I could complain about with the winner, it would be that I wish for a little bit more warmth, perhaps. And I wish they could take more chances, risk playing a few notes, and you would gain more excitement, which is, for me, the core of music, both making and listening.